Hi children, a very good afternoon. So last class we saw about what do you mean by the word adjective. It is additional information about a subject or object. So here it is. It is additional information about subject or object. Okay. So this is what. What do you mean by the word subject or object? Subject is a noun. Object is also a noun. What do you mean by noun? Noun is a name of a place or a person or a thing. So, what do we mean by additional information about the subject or an object? For example, let us have a name called Rani. Okay, so that is your noun. Rani is what? A noun. It is a subject, or we can have it as an object. So what do you mean by the word subject? Subject is the speaker or a doer. A doer of an action is called as a subject. Okay, so for example, you take Rani is writing the classwork. What is Rani doing? She is writing the classwork. So, what do you mean by Rani? Rani is the one who is doing the action. What action she is doing? She is writing the classwork. So, Rani is the doer. So, doer, we mean her to be the subject. See now, Rani is writing the classwork. Where it is been written? Where is Rani writing? Rani is writing in the classwork. So the action is done on something. The action, what action? Writing is done on something. Which one they do? They do it in the classwork. So the classwork is called as an object. So what is subject and what is object? Hope you all understood. Subject is what? The person or anything which does an action. The person or a thing which or who does an action is called as an subject. So on which the action is being carried on is object. Okay, so now I am giving an additional information about the subject or the object. Then it is called as adjective. See here you can see adjectives. So additional information about subject or object. Okay, so this is what your adjectives. Adjectives, we have many types of adjectives. They are proper adjective, adjective of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives, present and past participles functioning as adjectives. So these are the types of adjectives. I repeat, it is proper adjectives, adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of a number, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives, present and participles functioning as adjectives. So let us move from the beginning. Proper adjectives. You know proper noun. Proper noun it means that a proper word, proper name. So Russian. Who is he? He is an Russian. Russia is your noun. So Russian. Who is Russian? The one who lives in Russia is called as an Russian. So it is called as an proper adjective. See, you should not confuse with Russia and Russian. Russia is what? Russia is subject. Russia is noun. So the additional information about the Russia, the people who lives in Russia, the people who live in Russia is called as Russian. Similarly, American. Similarly, Chinese and Japanese, and we can say Indians. Yes? Okay, now adjectives of quality. It represents the quality of something. So you will say it is very little, the rice is little. Huge, the garden is so huge. It is nice in color. She is very kind lady. He's a very good man. It is a beautiful house. So something which is telling the quality of the subject. If we refer some quality of the subject, it is called as an adjectives of quality. Quality, what do you mean by the word quality? It is representing something which we will not be able to see in our eyes. We cannot see, we can feel, we can understand. So that is adjectives of quality. Nice color, hope we can understand that the color is, for example, we can say that for me the pink color may be a nice color, but whereas for somebody else some other thing will be a nice color. She is a kind lady. So these are the quality of the adjectives, adjectives of quality. The next one is adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of quantity, quantity the measurement. So any kind of measurement, much, little, small, sorry, not small, same, enough, everything is what? Adjectives of quantity. Quantity representing the quantity, measurement of something. We can say like this is enough for me, which means what? Whatever we give, it is enough. So I am representing, we are telling that the quantity what they gave is enough. So it is called as an adjective of quantity. So here you can see adjective of quality, little comes under both adjective of quality and adjective of quantity. Very few adjectives we will have under other categories. So for here we have seen that little comes under the adjective of quality as well as adjective of quantity. Next is the adjective of number. Any number like first, second, you cannot tell 1, 2, 3. 1 can be represented at who came. See, for example, in your class whoever comes rank 1, we will tell her that she is the first rank. So when I say first, it is adjective of number. When I say 1, it is just a number. Can you understand? So if I represent the number in a different way, 1 can also be represented as, we are giving an additional information about the number. The 1 can also be called as first. So that is adjective of number. Next one is a demonstrative adjective. What do you mean by the demonstrative adjective? Demonstrating. Demonstrating is nothing but telling about the adjectives. This dog, இந்த நாய்க்குட்டி, this dog, this puppy. So in the, so I am representing this one, demonstrating, I am telling about that dog. So that is demonstrative adjective. That box which is kept somewhere, those pencils, these girls, such men. So these are your demonstrative adjectives. What is distributive adjective? Distributive, spreading. We can tell in a very short, we can say it is a plural form. Okay, each boy in a group, each boy, every girl, either and neither. So in a group I am representing one by one. So that is your distributive adjective. In a group of people, in a plural form, I am representing only one of them in a team, in a plural or in a group. So it is called as a distributive adjective. What is interrogative adjective? Interrogative adjective is nothing but the questions. Which, what, whose. So when we ask which child, who is writing, I told no, Rani is writing the class. So who is writing? Rani is writing. So that is whose. And what did they do? So we are telling about the subject. What did they do? They are writing, or the students are writing. So that is what. What Rani is doing? She is writing. So the answer is she. So what is an interrogative adjective? Similarly, which child is writing the classwork, which child had come to school, or which one have taken my pencil. So this is what, which is also an interrogative adjective. Possessive adjective. Possessive, what do you mean by the word possessive? It's mine, ennudayadu. We will take a possessive, right? You will tell, no, I am so possessive to my mom, which means we won't give up our mom to anybody. If somebody is going to come and lie down in the lap of our mom, we won't like that, right? So we are so possessive towards our mom. That is possessive adjective. So this is my watch. Whose watch it is? My watch. It is ennudayadu. Udayadu. In Tamil you will tell udayadu. That is possessive adjective. His pen. Our child. Their buffalo. your cow. Okay, so these are your possessive. My watch, என்னுடையது. His pen, அவனுடையது. Our child, எங்களுடையது. Their buffalo, அவங்களுடையது. Your cow, உன்னுடையது. உடையது is a possessive adjective. Present and past participle functioning as adjectives. See, past participles is nothing but the word ending with, sometimes the word will end with ing, sometimes like ed or t. Okay, so here burnt, the burnt hut is also been represented as adjective. So what happened to the hut? The hut was burnt. Running water, running water. What is the water doing? The water is running. So what happened to the water? The water is running. So I am telling something about, I am describing something about the water. So it is past, present and past participle. So here what we have to understand is the action word is turning into an adjective. So you know that burn. What is burn? Erikaradu. Burn. That is one action, right? When I add t to it, it is adding an information to the hut. Similarly, you see run means what? Odradhu. Running water. It is giving an additional information about the water. That the water is running. Odittirukku, odikondirundhathu. So that is present and participle. The verbs are changing into a adjective. So when the verb is changing into that adjective, automatically which verb can change? Burned. It is past tense of burn. We cannot consider it to be, it will not give an information about the subject. It will give the time of the action. See, for example, the hut is burned. burned. The hut is burned. It happened yesterday or early. It didn't happen today or it won't happen tomorrow, but it had happened very early. So the hut burned. The hut was burned. Then when we say the hut will be burned, adu erikkapadum, it will happen, may happen. So in that case it is future tense. It is representing the time. Eppo nadandhathu, when it happened. Here you cannot say the burnt hut. So on seeing the burnt hut, I cried. On seeing the burnt hut, it is not telling about the action when it happened, but it is telling about the hut. Hut enna nilamaiyil irukku, it has been burnt by somebody. So it is representing, it is telling, it is detailing the hut that it has been burnt. So it is a participles. I hope you understood these things. Now your homework will be like you have to write 20 sets of adjectives. You have to write 20 sets of adjectives. For example, I'll tell you can have like adjective of quality, 3 adjectives of quality. Like here itself we got it. What? Kind, beautiful. Then some other thing. What can we have? Kind, beautiful, careful. Then adjective of quantity, little, much. So the other things we cannot bring it to. So especially adjectives of quality, we have 3 degrees. One is a positive degree, another one is a comparative degree and superlative degree. So I'll give a gist about it. You just write down 20 examples of it and we will deal about it detailedly in the next class. Okay. So for example, beautiful. Beautiful is what? It's a positive degree. Beautiful. It is an what? Adjective of quality. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. More beautiful is comparative degree. Superlative degree, most beautiful. So when you get two syllables, so when you syllable the word beautiful, beautiful, right? So in such cases, if you have more than one syllable, you have to add the word more in the beginning for comparative degree and most in the beginning for the superlative degree. That is for more than one syllable. For example, we have what shall we have as single monosyllable word. We can have it as a tall. Here we cannot add more in the front because it is single syllable. So we have to add er in the last, er at the last. So for comparative degree, we have to add er at the last. Okay. So kind. Sorry, I said tall, right? Tall, taller, tallest. Okay. EST for superlative degree at the last we have to add. ER in the comparative degree at the last for the comparative degree. EST at the last for the superlative degree. For example, big. Now you tell for the, now you can say the comparative degree for big. Big is a positive degree. So big, bigger, B-I-G-G-E-R, bigger. Then biggest, B-I-G-G-E-S-T, biggest. So in such cases, you people have to write how many adjectives? Yes, 20 adjectives, and you have to write positive, what is comparative and what is superlative. You write all these things. I will tell you what is positive and what is comparative and what is superlative in the next class. What is the definition of these things? I will tell you in the next class. Right now you should know what. If it is going to be more than one syllable, if it is going to be a di or tri or quadrisyllable, what we have to do? We have to add more in the beginning for the comparative, most in the beginning for the superlative. If it is going to be a monosyllable, we have to write ER at the end for the comparative degree and EST at the end for the superlative degree. Hope you people understood everything. Okay, I think you enjoyed the class. I'll meet you in the next class. Bye children.